again, all the reasons that we're trying to do this is because we want to progress faster, we want clearer goals, and we want to build better communication relationship. No? So yan yung responsibility natin kung tayo ay magpapa-coach. No? Minsan kasi, ang hirap. Sometimes I give up with coaches kapag yung may pinag-usapan tapos hindi sinusunod. Nakaka-frustrate yun kasi nag-invest ka na ng time to coach, hindi pa rin sinunod. So, isipin mo yon. If you're a coach or a mentor, what would you expect from your coachee or mentee? Diba? Mentor ka, coach ka, anong ine-expect mo sa kanila? Di ba yun yung ine-expect mo sa kanila? So, normally, in a coaching relationship, merong tinatawag na ground rules. No? So, ano yung mga dapat malinaw? Yung meeting schedule, how often do we meet? Ayan. Meron akong mga kino-coach every 2 weeks ang meeting or every month. Okay, depende no sa need nila, napapag-usapan yon. Paano tayo magko-communicate no outside of meetings? Okay? Pagdating sa feedback, anong usapan natin sa feedback? Okay? Anong language ang gagamitin natin? So ano ang norms? So what we want to establish is yan, honesty and respect, maintaining open communication, and meron tayong regular feedback process. Sabi nga, feedback is the breakfast of champions. Sino nagsabi niyan? Si Kenneth Blanchard. So, ask yourself this. Do you actively ask your supervisor or leader for coaching to help you improve? Kasi resource sila ha. Yung mga supervisor at manager natin, they're resource. They can help us. Do you actively seek feedback from others, maybe your colleagues, even if it's critical feedback? Merong mga tao na masyadong brutal magsalita, no? Alam mo yon, yung mga taong prangka. Oo. Pagka kinatakutan mo yung mga tao na yon, you might be losing out on growth opportunities. So sometimes, kailangan mo isurround yung sarili mo ng truth sayers. Yung mga taong kaya magsabi sa'yo ng totoo about your strengths and about your areas for improvement. I maintain interest in how my action impacts on others. Ito importante. If you are to achieve growth, kailangan tinitingnan mo yung effectiveness mo as a person in dealing with others. Are you building influence? Kapag ba nakausap ka ng mga tao, pagkatapos nyo bang mag-usap, ano yung pakiramdam nila? Do they feel helped or they feel helpless or hopeless, di ba? And finally, I find feedback from others as critical to my growth. In short, hindi ka okay lang kung may feedback sila. You're actually actively seeking it. You actively seek feedback. No? So, yun yung apat na dapat natin tingnan. So, how to seek feedback? Una, change how you feel about feedback. Kung ikaw yung klase ng tao na madaling masaktan sa feedback, okay, outgrow that. Because that will not help you. Know what you're looking for. What kind of feedback are you looking for? Know it. Ask in real time. Minsan kasi naghihintay tayo ng ng matagal na feedback, lalo na yung mga performance appraisal, ang tagal bago dumating. Ayan, post specific questions. Okay? Instead of saying, do you have feedback for me? Sabihin mo na, what do you think should I improve? Halimbawa, in writing my report. Ano bang pwede kong improve sa aking presentation? Those kind of questions. Siyempre, be appreciative, no? At saka yung tell me more. Ayan. And then finally, turn to your colleagues. Your colleagues could be good source of feedback. Now, importante na yung mga tao hindi nadadala pagka nagbibigay ka ng feedback, no? That sometimes when people know that you appreciate the feedback, they become more motivated to give you feedback. So ask yourself these questions. Do you frequently try to take other people's perspective, no? Perspective taking, parang empathy rin yan. I regularly seek to understand other people's viewpoints. I don't cover up my mistakes. I avoid getting defensive when I receive feedback. Alin dito ang strength mo at alin dito ang areas for improvement. No? I hope you're taking notes of this. Okay. At kung kayo po ay nag-subscribe sa aking Facebook page, no, yung ating premium subscription, there's a toolkit na pwede mo talagang sulatan. Okay? So, this is important to keep in mind. Ultimately, the constructiveness of the feedback depends on the receiver, not the giver. Anong ibig sabihin nito? kahit gaano ka-constructive ang intention nung nagbibigay ng feedback, kung hindi naman siya nire-receive constructively nung nagre-receive, kasi siguro may issue ng trust, no? May mga pinagdadaanan or whatever, then it becomes a useless feedback. Okay? So kung ikaw ay coachable, you make every feedback, even the ugly ones. Halimbawa, bibigyan kita ng feedback. Sinabi ko, nako, ang pangit naman ng report mo eh. So, hindi yun useful na feedback, di ba? Alin doon ang pangit? So the question, how you should respond to that is this. Ang ganun ba? Pangit ba yung tingin mo doon sa report ko? Alin parte doon sa report na yun ang hindi mo nagustuhan? Alin sa tingin mo yung kailangan kong meron ka bang suggestion on how I can improve it? Di ba?